Welcome back to Casa Refined. I'm Jorge. Oh my goodness. It's a crazy hair day. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put on a hat today. It's got little cow prints on them. A little ridiculous. Oh well. Guess what? I'm continuing to decorate for the season. A little bit late in the game, but you know what? Better late than never. And I thought it'd be fun to decorate this area right here. I don't have a fireplace and I sure would love one day, but in the meantime, I do have this built-in that I made a few years ago. Don't look at it too closely, as back then I did not have the proper tools or DIY skills to make something to my standards these days, but you know what? It's fine. It does the job. Now, if you watch my previous home decorating video, like Christmas video, you would have seen me decorate this new sideboard over here, and I really loved it. But there's something about kind of competing with this built-in. After all, the attention really is directed here as I'm cozying up, you know, watching holiday films, which I've never seen Home Alone. I want to watch it for the first time this year. I thought it'd be good to maybe shift focus in terms of the garland over here. So I started putting some of this Norfolk sparse garland. I'm going to use a total of 4. I'll go ahead and link it in the description. Again, it might be a little bit late this year, but you can definitely get some and have it ready for next year, or just enjoy it for a few days into January. Really good quality, looks realistic, just doesn't smell like the real deal, but it's fine. What I've gone ahead is actually just started tucking it into the shelves. I have some books here that I'm actually using the books to hold the garland. This isn't very heavy, so it's holding it just fine. Kind of just bending the branches a bit to make it just to give it more sculptural feel. And I think doing it this way, the brutalist trees that I made by themselves just look a bit more elegant and don't compete with the garland. I think even just this by itself is enough. I was kind of playing around with adding more. So I'm gonna add some of these little pine cones. These are like snowy, frosted ones. It looks like they just have a fresh coat of snow. So I was playing around with like kind of doing it in the center, but I'm ultimately going to put them on the ends. I think that just looks a bit more balanced, especially as I'm looking at the sort of bookshelves on both sides. And then on either side, I will put some of these beautiful berry picks that have these little twigs that makes it just look more realistic. The trick is to bend them around to give them that imperfect look. After all, nature's imperfect, you're imperfect, I'm imperfect, and so is this garland. Kind of bending these up a little bit. Of course, not trying to cover the TV. We want to see our shows. What shows are you watching these days? I don't really watch that much TV, but I won't lie though, I don't have the patience for movies. I will sit on my phone and scroll while I watch. I can't just sit and watch a movie. Unless I go to the movie theater. I do love going to the movie theater. I get my popcorn, I get my soda, peanut M&Ms, or some nachos. I love a nacho. Dipping the cookie in the nacho. Keeping it very simple. I think it feels festive. It's not too much. Overall, the styling of this, I could probably improve. Styling shelves is the death of me, but I'm enjoying it.
I am packing my bags, I am leaving. Think I'm going to Paris or Rome. I gotta get out.
I have another fun little DIY for us. So I was scrolling TikTok, or maybe it was Instagram, but I came across this video. This creator, she made this beautiful wreath using pool noodles and some fabric. It looked like a really simple project that I think we could all do. And I really like the way that it turned out. It just looks simple and just a beautiful, elegant piece. I will actually tag her, I forget her name, but I will tag her. I'll put her handle here on screen so you can go check it out. I actually went ahead and just purchased a pre-made floral foam hoop here for wreath making. This is a 16-inch size. I'm also going to use some of these fabric. I bought this satin fabric at the fabric store and I cut them into 4-inch squares. I'm using 2 different colors as this will provide just more interest for the wreath and give it a bit of dimension. Now she just used some scissors to insert them into the wreath. I'm going to use some of these, I guess, skewers, but I'm using the flat side. If I use the sharp side, I'm afraid I might puncture through the fabric. So I want to just use the end and then kind of just eyeballing the center of the fabric here and just literally insert it right into the foam here. And look at that. It is nice and secure. It does not come out easily. You really have to pull at it hard. So I don't think glue will be necessary, and we'll just do it for a bunch of them, kind of alternating the different colors. and see what we can come up with. I think this would be kind of cool to do while watching a movie. Some of the wood skewers kept breaking on me, so I tried using a screwdriver and it worked even better, so I would highly recommend that instead. And to finish off the wreath, I thought it'd be nice to top it off with a nice beautiful satin ribbon. I'm opting for a copper color just because I think it's different, but of course any color will do, and it's always a great idea to trim the ends at an angle. And there we have it. I placed it here on my wood sculpture that I made a few years ago. I think it's a perfect place to add a bit of festivity in here. I love the copper ribbon, and I think it just feels very moody. Something simple, nothing too over the top. What do you think? I think it'd be fun to create some beautiful decorative fruit topiary trees. This would be a perfect way to add ornamentation to your dining tables, maybe a little sideboard. I've never actually made these before. I've seen some tutorials, so let's see if I can make them using some of these cones. These are some floral cones that you can get at any craft store. I'll go ahead and link these on Amazon too if you are interested. And I got various sizes just to create something interesting. I think I might do various fruits. And then these will be placed on some serving trays, maybe some platters or something to just make it more decorative, and you can even move them around. I'll be using these rustic wood waxed bowls, perfect for some fruit. So each one will get its own tree. And I'm actually going to keep the plastic wrap on these. I think it'll just be a little bit cleaner and that foam will get messy if I remove the wrap. Today I'll be using some apples, some little clementines. Is that what they're called? Clementines or mandarins? And I was actually looking for some pomegranates, but I couldn't find any at the grocery store, but that would also be another great fruit that you can use. And of course you can totally eat these afterwards. Just make sure that there's no lingering dust from any of the stuff I'll be adding. Okay, for these larger bowls, I think I will use the larger trees. We can go with the large one and start using some of these apples that I will kind of just insert it into the apple, kind of angled outwards so that the red is facing out like that, and insert it onto the bowl. And then I'll just continue stacking them on top until the whole pyramid is formed. I might need to go get some more apples. Next, I'll do the clementines, and it's the same concept. I'll put the stem part of it facing inwards. I think it'll look better that way. For these, I think I'm finding it easier to insert the toothpick first. Otherwise, they'll just puncture right through the clementine. So that way I can just do this. Kind of just eyeballing it. Doesn't need to be perfect. It is the next day and I purchased some more fruit. As I said, I underestimated the amount of fruit, especially for this larger cone. Now, as a reminder, none of this fruit will be wasted. All of this will be eaten. So it's a great idea to do this when you're having people over, maybe before a party, so that you can, of course, present the fruit and enjoy, especially during this time of the year with all of the temptations. I think some fruit might be a good idea. Here's some more fruit. Let's finish up these two, and then I'm gonna do a smaller one, slightly different, but very similar. Are they cuties or are they tangerines? Or is it Cuties the brand? But what about mandarins? What about halos? I'm confused. I do apologize if the lighting is bad, as it's hard to find the sun these days. I think towards the top here, it starts to get a little bit interesting. Oh, I probably should do 4. You see at the top here, there's less space, so I think I would do 4. And then for the last one right at the top. It looks good. So we'll set that aside for now and continue with the apples. Apples are kind of pricey, so if you want something economical, get some Gala apples. If you get the Honeycrisp, then you got money. What's your favorite kind of apple? Of course I like a crisp. They're all good. I don't really like sour. I used to love green apples, but I just can't with the sour anymore. And now for the finishing touch. The one at the top. This ended up using way more apples than it needed, or than I thought. Cool. Okay, let's do the small one. Oh, this is heavy. For the small one, I'm just going to do a variety of fruits. I got some of these guavas that were on sale. I have a couple more of these clementines or mandarins, and then I have a few more apples over there too that I could use. I think I'll put the apples at the very top, so I'm just gonna do just like a nice mix. There is a lot more fruit than I expected needed for this, so if you ever plan to do this, triple the amount of fruit you think you're gonna need. But, okay, this is heavy. All right, we've got our 3 little topiary trees, but we're not done quite yet. We gotta fill in the gaps of the trees so we don't see the foam. I'm gonna use a combination of some fresh and faux greens washed, and I think of these Norfolk ones are gonna be nice. Using some cedar, and then I also got some fresh cedar, also washed. I'm just gonna insert it in. I might need to cut some of these wired ones because they're too long. Just snip and hope for the best. And just insert them into the foam, or even just tucking them into the apples. I'm not done quite yet. For the citrus one, I'm gonna add a few of these cranberries, just add a pop of color. Well, friend, here is the final result for my apple fresh fruit topiary trees. These ended up using way more fruit than I needed. Of course, I went a little bit over the top here. You can totally do this yourself. You can just do one as a centerpiece or make them much smaller. Now for this larger size, actually in general, I probably use 30 apples, 30 to 40 apples total. For clementines, I used 3 3-pound bags, and then a few little extra like guavas and I think some pears, and then less than a bag of cranberries. But this is so beautiful. I think this could totally be done with some faux fruit if you have that. And you could totally do this with all sorts of fruit, maybe something a bit more rare, maybe some dragon fruit, maybe Honeycrisp apples. If you got the money, honey, go for it. Plan to do this when you're gonna have people over, when you're gonna have a party, or maybe when you're gathered for the week for the holidays and just want your friends and family to eat fruit. Eat lots of fruit. Very well then, I think we'll call it good for this video. I just want to give you my biggest holiday hug and sincere gratitude for your support throughout the year, whether you are engaging with my content, maybe buying something made from me or something from the shop, or to all the wonderful sponsors that help keep the ever-growing lights on around here. It really does mean the world to me. I am so grateful to be able to share this creativity. You know, I've been at it for a few years now, and I think next year I think it's time to take this to the next level. It'll need some mutual work, but we can do this. Let's take this to the next level and see where it takes us. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.